Hello, you're on to Law Minstrel and I am Mwesi Modukbe Nyim. We're still on our series on hire purchase, and today we'll be looking at the powers of the minister to regulate the hire purchase transactions. I would like to take a pause and enjoin you to join our community by being a subscriber to our channel, and so kindly click on our subscribe button, and that will make you automatically become subscribed to our channel, and you'll be able to have access to any of our videos as they drop and any other thing that is exclusively for our community members. Thank you. I'd also like to plead with you to give us a like by clicking on the like button and clicking on the share button to enable you share our channel or our episodes to your loved ones, your friends, your colleagues, and all of that. And it would be nice to have your feedback, and you can only have your feedback if you take the time to comment in the comment section. I always go over that to hear from you, to know what you want us to be giving you from time to time. Thank you so much for joining us again on this episode. So like I said, we'll be looking at the power the Act has given the minister to regulate hire purchase agreements, and this is important to you as a vendor who wants to engage in hire purchase contracts as a means of allowing your customers to be able to finance the goods that you have on sale. It's also helpful to you as a law student or a legal practitioner. As a law student, it's helpful to you because it is your job to know what the Act provides, because the examiners would want to know the extent to which you know. And of course, as a legal practitioner, you have to know in order to guide your clients. And as a law consumer, of course, you know the purpose for which you need the knowledge to meet such a need. And so that's what we'll be looking at as the focus of this episode. I would like to say that the first thing that should be your business to know, and which your mind will be agitating, is what minister has the Act empowered with the capacity or the authority to regulate hire purchase agreements. The ministry that houses commerce generally, in Nigeria for instance, it is the Ministry of Trade. So it is the minister of that ministry that the Act empowers with the power to regulate hire purchase agreements. The Ministry of Trade, the supervising ministry, is given three broad categories of powers under the Hire Purchase Act in respect to hire purchase transactions. Now, these powers essentially regulate the nature and include the following. These powers are essentially regulatory in nature of hire purchase transactions, and they typically include the following. First, it is the power to regulate the terms of the hire purchase contract. Second is the power to regulate hire purchase business generally. And the third is the power of exclusion. We will begin by looking at the minister's power to regulate terms of the hire purchase agreement. So the minister of the Ministry of Trade is empowered via Section 5 of the Act to enact subsidiary legislation in respect of the following. 1. The maximum or other charges paid 2. The minimum deposit which a hirer must pay. 3. The maximum period of time for the repayment of purchase price. 4. The methods by which the sums are to be determined. 5. Penalties for non-compliance with such subsidiary legislation not exceeding the fine of 1,000 naira. That's all on the terms which the minister may regulate. We will now go to the power the minister has to regulate hire purchase business. This is in line with section 18 sub 1 of the Act. The minister may enact subsidiary legislation for the control of hire purchase business. Thus, he may require the persons in hire purchase business to make returns to him with full details of all hire purchase transactions entered into by them, and to furnish him with other information relating to their business as may be so prescribed. The minister is equally given the power under section 18 sub 1 of the Act to appoint inspectors to investigate persons engaged in hire purchase business. It is an offense for any person to willfully obstruct or delay an inspector in the performance of this duty. This offense is also punishable on summary conviction to a fine not exceeding also the sum of 1,000 naira. We will now look at the third power that the minister has, and it is the power of exclusion. By virtue of section 19 sub 1 of the HPA, the minister is empowered to make an order excluding from the operation of the Act a. Goods of any prescription or class specified under the order, and 2. Any statutory corporation so specified. So the minister has the power to exclude goods from being the subject matter of a hire purchase contract, and parties from being parties to a hire purchase contract. With that, we've come to the end of the powers the minister has to regulate hire purchase contracts. And by way of summary, I will simply mention these powers again. These powers are given to him to wit: A. Regulate the terms of a hire purchase contract. B. Regulate hire purchase business. And C. To exclude either parties or goods from a hire purchase contract. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode. I remain Nwesi Modupe Nyim. I take this time again to enjoin you to join our community by subscribing to our channel, and you will do this by simply clicking or the subscribe button there. Kindly share with us if you find our videos valuable. Share them to your loved ones, share them to your colleagues, share them to anyone you feel they will be helpful to or useful to, and give us a like by clicking on the like button, and it will be wonderful to hear from you, particularly get your feedback and to know what is it that you want us to do a lecture, a video, a commentary, an interview on Law Mystery. We would like to hear from you. Tell us in the comment section. Till next time, bye.